From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Well, we are here and we are back, and thank you all for joining us this evening. Hopefully all of you had a very, very nice week. We're going to jump right into the show. Before we do that, I would like to introduce my co-host here, Ms. Sharon, and my name is Denard. And the topic that we have for you tonight is one that Miss Sharon came up with last week.
I did not come
being
up with
that
I did not.
She
He's a liar.
Seems to be in a quandary.
I'm letting y'all know I'm drinking because it's Friday.
Hey. And tonight's topic is sex. Is it important in a relationship? And so I will start off with my co-host and ask her, is sex important in a relationship?
Sex, love making, attention, touching, all of that.
I said sex.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so why do you feel it's so important? Why do you feel that sex is so important?
Why must we talk about this on the air?
I'm putting you on the spot.
I see. The string is not strong enough. I think it's important because to have it. Yay. No.
Considering it's been a while for you. I'm just going by what you told me. I'm joking. That's a joke, y'all. All out in radio land. That is a joke.
Oh, I'm gonna be looking for a new co-host, y'all.
That is a joke. No, but seriously, why would you say? Would you say, or do you think when two individuals meet that we as men put too much emphasis in sex initially?
Yeah, I do.
Why? Why do you think we do that?
I don't know why. I'm not a man.
Does that bother you?
No.
Being a female? It doesn't?
So
what's your normal wait time?
You can...
I mean, seriously, what's your normal wait time?
Can we at least go through the break before we get
1 day, 2 days, 3 days? Just curious. No, being serious.
I'm being serious.
You don't have one? Is that what you're trying to do? I mean, hey, I'm just asking.
Okay, here we go. Easy sharing. Not true. About maybe, I don't know, a month, maybe.
30 days.
90
Is that
days?
before or after
A
the
year?
date? First date? Is that before or after the first date?
Oh, after. The first date doesn't come that easy, so.
The first date? Well, how long does it even take you to get to the first date?
Well, if you can't have a conversation with me, why would I want to go on a date with you?
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Do you think sex is overly emphasized in a relationship?
No, but I think that depends on the individual. They might love to have sex, and if you love to have sex, then you don't think it's a problem. But if you're dealing with someone who could do without it, then there you got an issue.
When do women typically reach their peak?
Excuse me?
When do women typically reach their peak, their sexual prowess, whatever you want to call it? What age? How old were you?
Why is this about Shannon?
Because you started this. You wanted
did
this to
not
be the
start
topic.
it.
You wanted
You
this to be
came
the
up with it
topic.
last week. No.
I didn't. Do we have to
You
go back and
came
play the
up-
promo?
No, we do not have to play the promo. We do not, producer. We will not. If I'm to remain your friend.
Producer, I think we need to throw the promo in there to see who actually came up with the idea.
I don't think I came up with it. I don't remember.
Because you were talking about you need it, you gotta have it, you want it every day,
I was
every 5 minutes,
role-playing.
whatever. Be honest with yourself. One role playing. Sex. You was telling the dead honest truth.
I was role playing.
What does it really mean to you? No, you
It's
were
hot
not.
in here. Was it?
I wonder why the subject is getting you heated, isn't it?
Do I get it? That's another question.
That's a personal issue. So
We're
when you
talking
don't
about
get it,
sex. Aren't we talking about sex? I'm not getting it.
So when you don't get it, what do?
I said it's oh my God.
How often? Thank you, audience. Just you heard
It
it
is not nasty.
for
It is
yourself. It was
Just
her
a freak of
idea.
nature.
I'm not a freak of nature. What the hell?
And yes, I called her a freak.
Can you
of
imagine
nature.
putting that over there? I like that though. That was
Now, do we have to take a
Denard.
poll? It was your idea.
That doesn't say it was my idea.
The way that you were talking it.
You asked me a
So
question.
back to the subject at
Yeah,
hand.
right.
No, really, back to the subject at hand. So you do
Sip,
feel
sip.
it's important, but you also feel that at times, initially, men.
Well, it could be the woman too. You know, she could want it more quicker than the guy. I don't know if that's really possible, but
But I
it
mean,
could
if
happen.
that were the case, would you tell that individual, tell that mate or that man that you
Yeah,
were
you
dating?
gotta tell
Would you
him.
let him know?
You gotta tell them,
What would you say to him?
I'm not ready yet.
But what if you were ready?
Then I'm ready.
You would tell him that as well?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You put a lot of emphasis in that.
Why are
I
you
noticed you
looking at
put
me
a lot
like
of
this?
emphasis.
We got 7 seconds
Oh, okay.
before the break, and then we'll be back to
No,
talk
but
about.
we
gonna
started
talk
this
about?
off real
What are we gonna
hot.
talk about, Denard?
Sex. Well, we're back. And again, thank you all for joining us this evening, where today's topic is sex. Sex and more sex. As my co-host said during
I won't.
our break, that the more she gets it, the more she wants it, the more she has to have
I
it.
did not say that.
In so many words, yes, she did.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yes, she did.
You wish I did.
So, again, Miss Sharon, you stated that sex is important. Do you think it could be a cause for relationships not lasting? If that intimacy is not there, if you're not joined as one?
I guess in some instances it can be a deal breaker.
What do you mean by that when you say a deal breaker?
Like if you enter into the okay, all right.
You know what my opinion is?
Did you just ask me a question?
Yeah, but you're taking too long, so go ahead.
Anyway, so I think that the deal breaker comes about when two people meet, and then the only thing they do constantly is intertwine or have sex or relations, make love, whatever, all the time. And then when they finally get together, then it seems like that part of the relationship dissipates, and it's few, far, and never between.
What never in between?
The sex, it seems like it just stops.
Yeah.
Because I think it's because in the beginning you
Mm-hmm.
didn't have that person, so you do whatever you can to try to capture them or seal the deal. Then once the deal is sealed, then
People tend to relax. All of the
Right.
freaky stuff that you were
right,
doing
and I
initially
don't
just goes
think
out the window.
I don't think it should be stopped.
Okay.
I mean, I think it should be a continual thing, just like when people get married. They get married, oh my God, before they got married, they got the ring, sex is hot, it's juicy. And then when they get married, after a year, it dies.
Yeah, so you
I don't-
believe if you were swinging on a pole before, when you first
We're
met,
not talking
you
about
should
poles.
continue
That's
swinging
next
on
week.
poles.
We're not talking about poles.
Hey, you said you were a freak of nature.
I didn't say I was a freaking nature. That's what you called
Oh,
me.
that's what my cousin called you. I'm sorry.
Oh my God! Why is your cousin calling me that? You tell your cousin I said to come down here and sit in the seat right here to my left.
Oh, he's going to be a guest.
Good.
He's going to be a guest.
Bring
oh,
it.
definitely.
Bring it, cuz.
Well, that's a good observation because I do agree. There tends to be a tendency that after two people, they get together and as time goes on, you know, you start out hot and sweaty and everything else, and then after time goes by, all of that just dwindles and it becomes 1, 2, 3 minute sessions.
1, 2, 3 minutes.
I'm just saying 1, 2, 3 minute sessions.
Well, how do you know about that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Don't be smart.
Not true from the joke.
Excuse,
I'm just.
hey, you gotta back up.
Um,
Don't back up. So, if any
if any of our listeners out there, if you want to chime in, you can give us a call at 1-855-835-5857. Or you can hit us up at LT
Extension 1.
at beexposedradio.com. Again, that's 1-855-835-5857.
Extension 1.
Extension 1. I do apologize for that. That's extension 1.
Thank you. That was my prize for
So you have anything else to add to that? What's the longest length of time that you've gone without it?
It's been a while.
What's a while?
Long.
What's long?
I'm not discussing that.
Too damn long?
Probably.
That's long. So, fellas,
I'm
y'all
married
heard
to
that,
my
right?
event.
You married to what?
Married to my event.
What event? I mean, is there underlying something?
No, it's
Married to your event. Y'all heard that? Hey, fellas, you heard that? Married to her, quote, in quotation, her event. Sharon, was that you?
no, it wasn't.
Just nasty. Go ahead.
It was not me. They're playing with me.
She said a long
This
time.
is-
Long time.
Why is that the topic of conversation?
That just happened to come up because, again,
You
you
are
brought
so worried
that up.
about what's going
no,
on
no, no,
over here.
no. I'm gonna just tell you because you brought that up last week.
You keep saying
And
I
then-
brought it up. I did not bring it up.
So back to
We-
okay, just
Yeah.
okay.
They always seem to
So
clam
relationship-
up when they're wrong, ladies. But I got you back, though. Don't
So
worry.
what do you do?
I
You're
don't
in a
know what-
relationship.
I don't know what I do. Here we go.
And say the sex doesn't have those firecracker effects anymore. What do you do then?
What do you do?
I don't know what you're talking about. This is not about me. This was your topic, so we're going to let
You know what?
you do your thing with it.
This was not my topic. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make.
Oh, boy.
This was not my topic.
Do we have to play the promo back?
You can play the promo. We were role playing.
No, we don't need that. We don't need it. But, no, if you listen to this was your topic. It really
not.
was.
I don't believe
It
it.
really was.
I don't believe it.
So you're in a relationship.
But I'll take. I'll.
Well, no,
You want to
seriously.
give it to me?
You're
I'll
in a
take
relationship.
it. Let's go.
Do you think men take the time to really get to?
Prank. What'd you say?
It was Denard's topic.
Thank you.
Oh damn!
Yeah. Oh,
Oh
damn.
damn! Sorry.
Did you hear that, cuz? Who's the freaking nature now? Don't be hitting me.
So listen. Do you think men really
I should be
take,
asking the question. Maybe he ain't getting it.
Do you think men take the time to really get to know their woman when it comes
if
to
the
sex?
woman has to force that. She has to force that to happen. It's a way that you can manipulate the conversation to find out.
Why can't you just come out and ask?
I do come out and
No, I mean as far as males, us men, is it important that we find out what it is that women like?
I think it is.
So that should always be a topic of discussion?
No, I'm not saying it should
Not
you should just
always be a
come over
topic
and
of
I fix
discussion,
dinner and we
but
just
it
sit
should
down and
be-
talk about me, which isn't a bad topic, by the way. But I don't think you should just come over and then we just talk about, let's talk about how things should be in a relationship, blah blah blah. No,
No, I'm not saying how things should be. I mean what it is that you want and need sexually.
well, I don't think you should talk about that in the beginning because sometimes you can talk about things that people aren't ready for.
Get
and you
it
scare
out
them
the
away.
way.
Is that there's a time and a place for everything, Denard. I
You
don't
got a
think
time for how many days should you wait before you do that then?
There's a time. I don't know. I don't know. Let's call Oprah. I don't know. I got a number on my cell phone. So let's call Oprah and find out how many dates you should wait because I don't know. I'm just talking in general conversation. It should be discussed. What
Why
happened?
would you ask Oprah?
Thank you. Oprah? Oprah, if you're listening, I do apologize. But Oprah?
Oh my God! What's wrong with the O? How do you know she's not having any? You don't know what that woman has.
Well, I wish I could tell you what the producer said, but I'm sure you all might have heard him. So, again, please do call in 1-855-835-5857, extension number 1.
Did you drag it out because you almost forgot?
No, I dragged it out because I felt like it.
Do you always drag things out, Denard?
I'm gonna tell you
You
what
Oh,
you
I'm
can
sorry,
do
I'm
when
sorry.
we get off the air.
Get your baby.
You real funny. Ha ha ha.
My co-host.
So you said sex is important. I think sometimes you can put too much emphasis
What do you?
On
What
sex.
do you? What's your take on that?
on what?
On the sex part.
Get it out the way up front.
So you
Because
think
no,
you
no,
meet
no,
a
no.
woman, you
I'm
should
gonna
just
tell you why.
screw her? Is that what you?
No,
is
no,
that-
I don't mean it like
That's just-
that. But no, no. Listen,
Don't touch me.
I've
Did you
seen
Purell today?
situations.
Did you Purell?
No, I don't mean it like that. You have to have that compatibility when it comes to sex, right or wrong.
You just told
So-
me.
so listen.
Wait a minute. Oh, how much
Listen,
time
so
do we
wait a
have?
minute.
I got a minute.
So wait a
I'ma
minute.
Get you.
No, let me finish.
No, when we were talking about using the kitty as a pawn, you clearly stated that men do not think about that. You're just trying to hit.
Think about what?
Did you get your cool range?
Think about what?
Think about all of that. You just trying to hit. Now you're trying to.
I didn't say that we didn't. I said initially. No, what I said was initially when we had that topic that when men see women, we're attracted to them initially in a physical sense.
Oh, so you always wanna, when you see somebody, you just wanna. I wonder what it's like.
That's probably. Do you know it's
Answer the question.
huh?
Answer the question.
Not.
This is so
I won't do
one-sided.
that. But there was a study done that basically what they came up with was that I think men spend 80% of their day thinking about sex, or sex crosses their mind. Somewhere between 80 and 90%. Do you think that's a lot? Well, do you think it's a
I
lot?
don't know, but I'll let you know after the break.
All right, well, we're going to go to a break, and we will be right back. We are back. We are back. And for those of you who were listening, that song that was playing before we came back on the air was called Sex for Breakfast by Christina Aguilera. Actually, that was the first time I ever heard of that. But I mean, we can lead right in to that.
Yeah, you would. When
Madam Co-host, what you think about that?
having sex for breakfast.
Sex for breakfast, baby. No, what you mean?
It's okay.
What's okay?
You asked me a question, and I answered it. You asked
Okay.
me, what do I think about sex for breakfast? I think it's okay.
You know what? For a woman
need
that's
to-
just to set up here.
No,
and
wait a
said-
minute. Wait a
Whoa,
minute.
whoa,
Wait
whoa,
a minute.
whoa, whoa.
But we'll
For a
back up.
woman
Back up.
That
Back
has
up.
set up here and said that it's been a while. You
Yes.
sure seem to have a lack of interest.
I have a lack of. I
And,
mean, I don't have a lack of interest.
Lord,
I'm sorry.
man, it's coming out.
I don't think there's anything wrong with
Having a lack of interest.
no.
What? Sex in the morning?
Yeah.
What about in the afternoon?
Yeah,
What about
I think
in the
that's
evening?
great. I think that's fair.
24/7, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
24/8, 9 days a week.
Told you
figure
you
it
was a
out.
freak of nature.
You figure it out. You figure it out.
When the hell you gonna work?
You won't be on my Facebook page. I gets it in. Okay.
Don't sound like you've been getting it in. Sound like maybe a little back. I ain't say that, y'all. Woo!
I'm gonna take a
That is hilarious. Again, folks, if you want to chime in on the conversation, do give us a call at 1-855-835-5857, or you can hit us up at lt@beexposedradio.com. Boy, the producer over here is passing these little sticky notes here.
Oh, and if you want to send us a text, you can text your information or question to 443-642-9403. And the question that we're going to ask for the text is... That was a comment. Oh, that was a comment. Never mind. But anyway, text us a question or a statement or make an announcement to 443-642-9403.
Did you understand the comment?
Did I understand the comment? No.
The texture said.
The texter said, oh.
Sex for
So we had
breakfast.
someone to text in, Sex for Breakfast is the best, the song and the act. I like that. Y'all should text, and then when y'all can hide it, when y'all
Sex
gotta
for
call
breakfast
is the best,
is the
the
best.
song and the act.
Oh, okay. I got you.
You don't agree? Your face is very distorted. Like you don't understand.
What you trying to call me stupid?
I didn't. If I wanted to say that, I would have said
Hey,
it. I
watch
didn't
your mouth.
say it. I'm just
Watch your
letting you
mouth.
know the visual.
Watch your mouth, Tommy.
What does that mean? The visual, the visual appearance that you're giving me right now. So who else agrees that Sex for Breakfast is the best, the song and the act? That song was pretty cool, though. I've never heard that before.
No, I never heard that song
Nice
before.
job, producer.
Sex
You're
for
welcome.
breakfast. What about sex for dinner? Lunch.
What
Midday
about it,
snack.
Denard? What about it?
I'm just saying, I mean, it's all, hey, on and popping to me. It don't make a difference. Really don't make a difference. I mean, long as you have that chemistry between two people, you have to keep it exciting. You have to keep it, rolling. If you at work and say your spouse calls you and say, you know what, look, how fast can you get home? Boom. You're supposed to be on it. Have to keep that flame going. You have to, the same things that you all,
What happened?
the same things that the two of you were doing when you initially met, when you were doing all the little kinky stuff to keep that person, you got to keep all this stuff going. Basically don't stop it.
Oh, the
Don't
producer.
start something that you can't finish.
The producer said, or you can say, or I'm already home. Where are you? That's not good.
No, that really isn't
That's
good.
a problem.
See, because
That would be a problem.
What would be a problem?
If he said, come meet me here, and then she's there and he's not, that's a problem.
So what did you think something else was going on before he got there? Wow. Producing it. Woo. Wow. That's a rough one. Already having sex for breakfast. Was she getting a follow-up call? He or she is getting a follow-up call? Is that what it is? That's the backup plan?
His wife is the backup plan?
The first act wasn't as good.
Ooh.
The producer said the first act wasn't that good.
The first act.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dude, Jesus.
So what is it, a play? Talking about the first act wasn't any good.
Denard, I'm not laughing.
I'm just saying, that's what he said.
The second act was much better.
Alrighty then. There's some people, they want the third and the fourth act.
I know. That's where you get your money's worth.
Your money's worth?
Oh my goodness.
It's hot in here. Can you stop that fan from rotating and just blow it on me, please?
So let me throw this out there to
Oh,
you.
here we go. Here we go. Put this mix
Just what
in
if,
again.
what do you do
Watch it, Denard.
if the sex isn't good?
Then you talk about it. If you really like the person, you talk about it.
Ain't no, you don't really like him.
Producer over here shaking his head saying,
He said if it's bad,
if it's bad, it's bad. That's what he said. If it's bad, ain't no trying to work it out. Ain't no trying to get no books. Go to
he could have a
counseling.
rough day. He could have had a rough day.
Oh, but I okay. I agree with that. No, I am going to talk about Mike. I agree with that. If it was a bad day, you get one more shot to make up where you left off.
And after that, that's ball game, huh? That's ball game. That's terrible. That is drum roll. That is terrible. So again, what do you do?
If it's horrible more than
right,
once.
if it's horrible more than once.
If it's horrible the first time or more than
Once. The second time, that's it. When you sound like you said more than once, that sounded like you were trying to say that it was going to be a third and a fourth.
I'm just saying.
So what? No, really, on a serious tip, what would you do? I mean, what do you discuss it? Do you go to counseling? Do you bring out
You
some
go to counseling
movies?
because the sex is bad one time. How many times?
No, I didn't say bad one time.
It's bad
but
all
say
the
it
time?
started out here. You started out
Started
at
out
a 10,
here.
and now you down at a level 4.
You went from 10 to 4.
So why couldn't you have caught it between 10 and 4 before you even allow it to get to that point?
Why does it have to get to 4? Why can't
That
it,
was my point.
Why can't you catch it when it gets to 8?
Why did 10,
But a lot of people, they just let it
Why
go
did 10
on
have
because
to
they
be
don't
maximum?
may not want to hurt the
Why did
person's
10 have to be
feelings.
the maximum?
why did 10 have to be the
All right, well,
max?
20 being the max, then damn, you seeing stars.
I like 20.
You like 20?
Just-
Okay.
Terrible around here. No, but seriously, what happens? So what do? Do you go get into satisfying yourself? Do you maybe go out
think you
and
should talk
find
about-
someone
I'm a
else?
talker.
But wait, let's.
No, wait a minute. I think I'm a talker. I mean, I don't think I'm a talker. I know I'm a
Okay,
talker,
so
so
you
I'm
have.
talk about it.
So you're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, but
okay,
I'm not
so
gonna
you
talk
talk
for
about
forever.
it. But I'm saying, okay, so
Better
you
fix the
discuss
problem
it,
quick, buddy.
and suppose the problem doesn't get fixed. Then
Then
what?
it's
But you got to read into the context of it too. Is this after your 1 month rule?
Or before? Oh God, that was funny. I like that. Yeah, was that before or after?
That's my
That's
friend,
why I
y'all.
say no. Listen, that's why I
Pull
say
me up
this.
on the spot.
But do you see what I'm saying? No, I'm saying if you done got to know this person for a whole entire month,
Or 2
Yeah,
or
you-
3 months, and
I
then
don't
y'all
think the
finally
sex-
indulge,
I don't think
and it's
I
not
don't
what
think
you
the
think
sex
it
can be
is.
bad. I don't think it can be bad because the buildup is there. You know what I mean?
and I agree with that. I do
Okay,
agree
because you
with
could
that.
be excited
I
like,
get that.
oh, we about to, you know,
You're about to just do the dang thing.
right, we about to do it.
Unless-
But then if it's like, wow, it
Well,
wasn't
I
what
guess
I
that's if that person
anticipated.
had already had experience in the first place too, so he's bringing his A game. But it could be an anxiety sex, which is not good.
Anxiety sex. Okay, we got to come back to that one.
He's scared.
He's scared of what?
This is y'all. This is y'all. You know.
What is he scared? I've
After
never
your
heard of
1
a
month-
man being scared.
Oh please!
Wow.
I've heard of it.
Great. Yeah.
We're going to go to a
So-
break, and we'll
'cause
be
I've
right
never
back
heard of
with
that.
you. Thanks
I've
for
never
tuning
heard
in.
of that. I've never heard of that. Never.
And during the break, I got a text message from let's just say a close relative of mine, and this was her response. She said, you know what? The hell with his feelings. He wasting my good so-and-so, and if he don't fix it, he got to go. Then she also said,
Why do you say so and so?
because I'm not going to be, I have children, I have daughters.
Cooch.
And she also stated, if he can't meet or exceed expectations, he got to keep it moving. A relationship cannot survive if y'all aren't sexually compatible. I agree. Unless you got a side piece that is so-and-so you down properly.
So and so and you. What is that?
Look, y'all can figure it out.
That was Act 1.
So there you go, folks. So again, it goes back to what I said earlier. So wouldn't it make more sense to get it out the way up front, say within 3-4 weeks,
Maybe.
then you wait a month, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and then you just finally decide to give in, and then you turn around and you back to using your toys again. Then you be pissed off with yourself because you done put in 5-6 daggone months, and now you done walking around all mad. You calling him out
5
your
or
name.
6 months with the toy.
I'm saying after she done waited, after she done waited for. No, what I'm saying is,
that I even use them.
I didn't say. I'm just using figure of speech, lady.
Man.
You know, because some women have these rules and some men have these rules. Well, you know what? We can't be sexually involved. I have to wait 5 months,
Men
3
have
months.
rules like
I have
that?
to wait for some of them. I'm sure. I have to wait 3, 4, 5 months.
Do you have a rule like that?
Let me finish my statement. So then,
How nobody look at
when
your
you
phone?
finally indulge after 3, 4 months, first time, okay, you feeling one another out. Second time, okay, a little bit more, you feeling each other out. Third, fourth time,
Wait a minute.
you're like, wait a minute,
The first
hold
time
on.
it wasn't good? Is that what you
I'm
were
just saying, suppose it's not, because at that point,
I
you
ain't
know,
coming back.
the two of you. Oh, you just gonna kick them to the curb after the first
I
time?
can't.
Why?
Because I don't think.
I mean,
The producer thinks
You
that
can't
he's
give that-
nervous. I don't have time to deal with men that are nervous.
The producer.
nervous.
That's what you just
What
said.
men you be
That
meeting
he
that's
could be-
nervous?
Could be nervous.
Oh, yeah, Inks.
What kind of men you meet that are nervous?
I didn't say that I meet them. I'm just saying. We're just talking hypothetically speaking, right?
Nervous or anxiety? You're saying there's a
Yeah.
thing of anxiety, and
I don't believe
Which
people.
leads to
I don't
performance.
believe. I don't.
you better drink some damn tea.
Not everybody is a 100% horse.
Oh shit!
I love him. Did you say horse? You did. He said horse.
Some people have performance anxiety.
Okay, so if someone has that performance anxiety, that can happen, male or female. Okay, do you in turn then you go ahead, you say, okay, I'm gonna give this person
I know some people have questions
another
like,
chance
what is a
another
woman's
opportunity.
anxiety?
I'm sure
use-
women have
to use
that
your
as well.
texter's voice, dry cooch.
He said, "Damn dry cooch."
That's performance anxiety for a woman.
Ooh Lord.
Ew.
So okay,
It's true.
after 2-3 times it's not there. What do? Now you done felt you all emotional. You into this person. Your heart is dead. You know you all this, but the sex is not. It's not good. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Why are y'all looking?
No, I mean seriously. You as a
I
woman,
think
what would you do?
I'm gonna tell him something's not right. Not something's
That's
not
it.
right.
Something's
No,
not
wait a
right.
minute.
You wouldn't kick him to the curb.
No, I don't think so. Because if you build feelings for a person, you should just kick them to the curb because the sex is bad, and that's the only reason why you were from the beginning.
But what are you building on? You
My
are
sister-
building
look.
something.
Yeah, but does it have to be built?
I
on
just
sex?
got this
So
text
how can
message.
you have that big giant hole in your foundation?
It's not a hole. You feel
Is
it.
it? Is your whole thing filled?
Not.
No.
So then what you
Money.
do? So you kick him to the curb, move on, or because your feelings are wrapped up, then you get you, as it's been
I
called,
think
as
I
somebody
would-
texted me and said,
I
a
think-
side piece.
I don't do side pieces.
So do you just get rid of that person?
No, you
Or
talk
do
to
you
him.
nice
I
about
think-
it? Or you just
I
come
think
out
you
and say,
talk
you know
to
what,
him.
for real
No.
though, you ain't doing it for me in the bed. You got to go. Or you going to take him out to dinner and make him feel all comfortable.
No, I'm not taking him out to dinner. That's a whole nother story. But we're not talking about that today. We're talking about sex.
So what would, I mean, so how are you going to go about that? Now,
I would
he
just
didn't-
tell him,
his
like,
3
have a
times,
conversation.
3 strikes, he out.
I would have a conversation like, look, when we first, it was like bing bam, and now it's like boom. Not in a good way.
Like
so
what?
what's
Boom.
going on? I mean, he could be
done scared
stressing. He could, the landlord. He could be stressing. Something could be going on in his family.
Okay, take all that mess out. Just forget about that.
Didn't you ask me a question?
Yeah, all right, man.
Okay, all right. So I guess my answers aren't good enough.
But
for
that should be, boy, you should be able to, that should be more of an incentive to make him, yeah.
Well, if he's not doing, why should I do extra incentive type stuff if he's not going to be even willing to put forth the effort to make it better?
So is that when your little drawer opens? If he ain't pleasing you like he's supposed to?
What am I opening the drawer for? To get the
To get the
balls from
edge
actual
off.
hair?
To get the edge off.
Oh, a texter sent us a text and said, "Are you interested?" Is this for? I guess it's for Denard. Isn't it?
Am I what?
For you.
Are you? It's for Denard.
No, it'd be for you.
It's for me.
Yeah.
How you know it's for me? They mentioned my name.
Because
Are
we were
you
talking to
interested?
you hypothetically. about
Oh,
the
okay. Are you
situation.
interested in teaching better performance?
Wow. Somebody wants you to teach better performance. What was that? Better
I mean, 'cause that would go into
performance
play with what you were saying.
standards.
If it was bad the first time.
Yeah, so what would
we
you,
talk?
right.
Yeah, you talk about.
So what you
it.
going to talk about? What you going to tell him?
I'm gonna tell them what's wrong. Why aren't you the way
What's
you
wrong?
were when the first 2 times? What's going on? Because somebody's not performing sexually, you just can't. I don't think you should just kick them to the curb.
So how many times
I'm
you
not-
give him?
I
Is
don't
it
know.
3 times, 4
I guess you
times?
give them until, like my sister say, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, then you get rid of them.
Okay.
I mean, I just honestly do not think that just because a person.
So that's when your heart is kicking in then. Your mind and
your
your heart, your feelings.
heart is already
your
kicked
feelings.
in over
Okay.
this time frame.
Okay.
That you and this person have hung out, y'all talked on the phone, you went to the movies, whatever, without any type of sexual interaction. And so just because a person has maybe a couple of bad times doesn't mean that they're deserving of being kicked to the curb. I'm
So you
strong
just wouldn't
about
tell
that.
them, you know what, for real?
We need to talk
We
about
cool.
what's going on.
Y'all
No,
talk about
we
what's
need to
going
talk
on,
about-
and it's
no.
cool and all. But guess what, boo boo? It ain't
No.
clicking for me. No,
I'm
no more.
not that one. I'm not that one.
The click ain't getting hit.
I think that everybody deserves to be given a chance, and they should be deserving of providing an explanation.
For what?
Now, what do you mean?
If the shit
for
ain't
what?
good, it ain't good.
Okay, well then that's your opinion.
So you just gonna let it drag on out?
I did not say I was like. You asked me a question and I answered it. I
But
did
you
not
just
say I was
said-
letting it drag out. I said that I would have a conversation. Now,
Right,
if
but
the
you-
end
what did your
result,
sis-
wait
you
a
said
minute,
your sister
wait
said?
a minute. If the end result
Okay.
does not come to a conclusion that I think it should be,
To
after we-
right.
I'm talking after we've collectively had a conversation.
Okay.
Then now it's time to make a move. Now I need to do some strategic planning or make some moves.
Why can't you just tell him go about his
Because
damn business?
I don't think that's right. I
Oh,
don't
you
think
got
that's
so
right.
you gonna be politically correct about it. Here, your cuckoo ain't getting satisfied, and all of a sudden you want to bring out the
But
politically correct.
why when you're in a relationship, why is it that most people, when they're in a relationship, it really is all about the sex? What happens if you get married to this person and the sex is the bomb? I mean, bells go off, flowers bloom, and then something happens to him, he or her, and nothing, or she or her, wait a minute, he or her, yeah, I did it right, and they can't perform anymore, so you just get rid of it.
That's different.
No, it's not different.
No, no, no,
It
no,
shouldn't be-
no,
it
no, no,
should
no,
not be
sweetheart.
any
That
different.
is different
No, it
because
should not
you're
be any
you're taking this to
different
a
in relationship.
whole nother
I'm
level
talking
now.
about that was a scenario, but I'm talking about relationships too. Relationships build to the next level or
Okay.
different steps. So it should be handled the same way.
So if this person, that's different. If this person wasn't able to perform because of something that was caused by, say, an illness or something, then of course, no, I don't think you're not going to just kick that person to the curb. But if it's a situation of where this person just can't perform because they have anxiety, bullshit.
Okay.
I tried to keep it cute. That's all I'm saying. I said anxiety.
Thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
out of the picture
Thank you,
altogether. We
Montreal.
can't perform because of a wheelchair. I'm out.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Oh, man, that's funny.
I can't with either of y'all tonight. I can't and I won't.
She will be all politically
I
correct.
can't.
Wow, that is crazy, crazy.
I'm just keeping it real.
I mean, I understand, you want to be.
It's not about being whatever you think I'm trying to be. It's about having feelings and being a human being. That's just how I think. Now, this is my opinion.
Okay.
I'm not saying that nobody else have to
Right.
live or follow this rule.
Right.
That's how I am. You can look at me anyway.
I'm gonna look at you because you're damn crazy.
Why am I crazy?
You wanna be
Because I don't want to
politically-
kick somebody to the curb because 2 times they didn't perform? That's bullshit. And I said it. Bullshit. That's what it is. And that's how I feel, and I'm going to take it.
All right, well, let your cooch not be getting wet and see what happens.
That's fine. Life isn't about my.
Oh, so you
me
wanna be
being
all
satisfied.
nice.
No, life is not about. Anyway.
Well, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I mean, so you just gonna let it drag out here? You walk around miserable as hell.
I said that I
You're
would
not
have
being
come-
satisfied, and then you thinking of ways of, okay, well, how can I tell him that?
Just, there's no how can I tell him you have that conversation?
How many damn times you gonna have the conversation? Huh?
I'm going to have the conversation until I'm tired of having it. End of story.
Oh, this is a bunch of bull. Now you're getting all sensitive.
I'm not getting sensitive. But when you ask me a question and I answer it and it's not the answer that you want.
No, I didn't
then
say that. No, I just wanted you to be real. And if
I am
that's
being
honest,
real.
okay.
There's nothing fake
Hey,
about
and
me.
I respect that to the utmost.
I am being
I
real.
respect
That's how
that to
I
the
handle.
utmost.
That's how my world. That's how.
But no, I do agree that two people, if they've gotten to that point of where there are feelings involved, there's love, They should discuss that.
Everything
That should
in life,
be talked.
Everything in life is
Talked about.
deserving of a conversation. Everything.
I agree. I agree with
I
you
don't think that
wholeheartedly.
thing should just be kicked to the curb because.
But
something
along
went
with
wrong.
that conversation needs
Here
to
we go.
come action, right?
Exactly.
Would you
And
agree?
I agree. And if there
Now,
is no
suppose
action,
there
I'm
is
out.
no action.
And if there is no action, I'm out.
Are you
I'm
going
not
to tell them you
sit-
out, or you just going to roll
no,
out?
I'll let you know that I'm leaving. I'm out. And that's exactly how the conversation will go. I don't think that you should sit around and be stupid or be a fool about it. Or just keep continuing to take the same action over and over again with no type of recourse or change. That's crazy. Nobody's like that. And nobody should have to put up with it. Uh-oh, how many times did you ring that bell?
Well,
Bring it
folks,
two
we
more
would like to.
times.
This has been a very, very entertaining topic tonight. Very
No, I hit a
entertaining.
button, yo. I'm sorry.
We would like to
I
thank you all for
apologize.
joining us and listening
love
to
y'all,
us
though.
this evening. And hopefully you will tune in again next week.
Do you know a topic?
Yes, we do have a topic.
No. Okay. What is it?
The topic for next week will be posted on Facebook right after this show. We're out. Peace.
Bye.
We all.